Hello and welcome to Catholic Focus with me, Maureen Kimani, and our sign language interpreter is Charity Ngima. We begin our headlines with matters of education. Stakeholders, especially those in publishing sector, are decrying losses following what they termed as hasty changes in the education curriculum from 844 system to CBC in 2017. Speaking in Busia Town during West Region Primary School Heads Capture Conference, some publishers expounded the losses they incurred since they had no other options but destroying the books they had already published for the 844 curriculum. Here is more details from our reporter, Deborah Mwania.
To the media, One Planet Publishers sales manager Stephen Emongor and Nathan Mulwa of Distinction Publishers noted that many publishing companies lost millions of money following the change in education curriculum, owing to the fact that they had already published many textbooks on the 844 curriculum, which had been in place for 32 years.
Tulipata hasara kubwa zaidi kulingana na zile vitabu tulikuwa tumeprint. And the most painful part was grade 8. We had just done books, and before a whole year is done, then they were changed. So nobody could accept the old one. We had to go and reprint. And this is the tricky part about printing. We have what we call the minimum number of books that you should print. So we do like 10,000 per print. So if you do less than that, you know the price automatically go high. And therefore we had to go hasara kubwa, we had to dispose the books, we had to sell at a throwaway price. And now we are still trying to recover from those losses. And that ranged from the revision books and the course books we had done before.
Nataka kusema ni hasara kubwa sana because wakati vitabu vinabadilishwa, maana yake mnasikia ile rationalized. If you come to the warehouses of publishers, kuna vitabu vingi vimebaki, vimekwama pale. But hatuna budi kwenda na hiyo change because there was a need for that change. There was a need for rationalization to streamline the curriculum. Kwa hiyo ilikuwa muhimu ifanyike hivyo, ingawaje publishers wameenda kwa hasara kubwa sana. Go to the warehouses, utapata vitabu ni vingi sana, but we have to move on as a country as we streamline
They
CBC.
called on the Ministry of Education and Teacher Service Commission to ensure that they provide more training to the teachers so as to enable them have better understanding of the competence-based curriculum and deliver to the expectation of the employer and that of the ministry.
Ningehimiza tu kwamba the stakeholders, wale wahusika wakuu katika Ministry of Education, watilia mkazo sana mambo ya literacy right away from the lowest levels. If we do that in our schools, tutakuwa tumeimarisha the learning outcomes of CBC. Kwa hivyo CBC itakuwa imeimarishwa kabisa. Waje tunaposema rationalized curriculum, tutaomba ministry itilie mkazo sana walimu wazingatie ile kitu inaitwa curriculum design. Waifuatilie curriculum design kwa sababu sisi tumeunda vitabu. Mimi ni publisher, One Planet Publishing. Tumeunda vitabu rationalized. But tunaomba wahusika waelekeze walimu kutumia curriculum design kuona mabadiliko ambayo yamefanyika pale ili waweze kufunza vizuri. Bila hiyo basi utaona kwamba kuna mwalimu anafunza mambo zaidi ya ile inatakana, ama mwingine anafunza mambo ambayo ni chini ya ile imetarajiwa. Kwa hivyo curriculum design itatatua hiyo. Wahusika, wadau wa elimu waelekeze, let them encourage the teachers to use the curriculum design, and so that they can understand the content and the structuring of the content we have done in the rationalized books.
Kenya introduced the competency-based curriculum CBC in 2017 to assist learners in acquiring the necessary knowledge, skills, moral standards, and perceptions in order to prosper in the 21st century, with an emphasis on providing students with the ability to obtain, improve, and use knowledge, values, and attitudes, which would then lead to the use of acquired skills. Those who implement the competence-based curriculum should thoroughly be skilled and knowledgeable of the curriculum, put out the maximum effort to exhibit good interest, perceptions, beliefs, and conduct. Reporting for Capuchin TV, Catholic Focus, my name is Deborah Mwania.
And moving on, as the country continues the fight against gender-based violence, the National Gender and Equality Commission has announced that a pathology report into the tragic death of a 17-year-old girl from Wajir will be released soon as investigations into her suspected murder intensify. Here is Susan Bulemi with more.
The National Gender and Equality Commission chairperson, Rehema Jaldesa, speaking in Isiolo, confirmed that the commission is actively involved in the case, which centers on allegations that the girl was killed by her relatives after resisting a forced marriage to a 52-year-old man. Her body was reportedly buried hastily in what appears to have been an attempt to conceal the crime. Jaldesa made the remarks on the first day of a 3-day visit to Isiolo, during which the National Gender and Equality Commission commissioners are engaging with local communities in conversations aimed at ending gender-based violence.
I, as the chair, and together with my team, we led a demand to have the body exhumed. The chief pathologist, together with a private pathologist, are in Wajir, exhuming the body and undertaking a post-mortem. So we are pushing, and we are pushing for all the cases of GBV in all its form. Not only femicide. Of course, femicide is complex, as I said. It's committed by people known to the victims. So we urge the victims, every time you feel like there is a problem in a relationship, regardless of whether you're married in a church or not, if you see it is getting toxic, walk out and seek for support. That's what we tell our any issues as a neighbor, you see like there is, a fight in the home, report. We all have a responsibility.
The agenda today is gender, and Isiolo County, through the Department of Gender, has put in place several policies and regulations that are going a long way in protecting the common mwananchi, specifically the women and children and the people with disability. We have the gender policy, which was passed in 2022, is active. The social protection policy, which is also active. The disability policy, the child protection policy, those are ongoing. And we are delighted today that the Commission has actually extended their actual request to assist us in ensuring that we have finalized all those policies. This will actually assist us in ensuring that the people in Isiolo are well protected, are well taken care of. As a county, we are partnered with the relevant stakeholders, the judiciary, and also the police departments, where we have assisted to have around 8 desks in the police stations, ensuring that people report these cases. So these are ways of actually easing the reporting system. We have a technical working group in the wards, so these are helping us in identifying and also resolving these issues to ensure that everything is successful and our women and children are protected. Not forgetting the boy child.
The upcoming pathology report is expected to be instrumental in determining the exact cause of death and ensuring those responsible are brought to justice. Reporting for Catholic Focus, my name is Susan Bulemi.
And away from that, as the country continues to experience rains in different parts of the country, more than 300 families have been affected by floods in Bitika village, Mwea West Sub-County, Kirinyaga, following ongoing heavy downpours that have left a trail of destruction in the region. Our reporter Paul Oji with more details.
Grace Mukui, a resident of Bitika village, vividly recalled a terrifying moment. Like many others, her family was forced to spend the night in the cold, waiting for water to subside.
Huyu kijana ndiye tu anaweza kuvuka hii mto, ndio aende atufungie ng'ombe na akuje nazo. Juu sasa hata huku hakuna mahali inaweza kufungiwa. Ukinyesha usiku. Leo wanatuuliza na huko juu. Kwani nyinyi mlichagua akina nani? Kwani nyinyi mlichagua? Na tukamwambia tulichaguana, lakini walisahau na sisi. Sasa tunataka mtukumbuke tafadhali. Sasa usiku ni shida tupu, watoto wanalia huku kila kitu. Hakuna kitu tunafanya. Sasa tunataka mtukumbuke tafadhali.
Stephen Mushira, another affected resident, described the situation as devastating. He says over 300 villagers woke up to the flooded homes, washed away crops and missing livestock, raising fears of an impending food crisis.
Maisha yetu inapinduka, inakuwa maisha hohehahe. Ndio tunaona tunasumbuka. Hata wa sasa tunalia tukishindwa ni wapi tuelekee. Wale wa kitambiri hali ya hewa na vile itakuwa, tusikie tu mtu anatanja mvua. Tunajikuta hiyo ni kushikilia tu tumbo. Hatuna mwelekeo, tujue ni wapi. Mnajua saa siku hizi maisha hakuna murianiwa. Hata majirani wenye tunapakana huko juu wanashindwa watambeba nani, watamwacha nani.
Village elder James Duku warned of a looming health hazard, noting that several pit latrines had been submerged, increasing the risk of waterborne disease outbreak.
Kukinyesha hivyo iwe na kuwe na floods, kunakuwa na hii ugonjwa ya kipindupindu. Kwa hivyo mimi naomba serikali itusaidie, na hata hii barabara ya hii ya county itusaidie kutengenezewa, na diposa hata wakaaji wa hii kijiji ndio wawe na njia ya kutokea, kwa sababu wakati ule hawa watu wetu wamepata mimba ama mama wanaenda kujifungua, tunakuwa na shida nyingi. Wanakuja wanabebwa na magunia, wanapelekwa kwa barabara, hata wengine wakigojeka usiku kama hii mama mmeona hapa, tunawabeba na magunia. Kwa hivyo sisi tunaomba serikali tusaidie, na diposa hata sisi tuwe tunafurahia uchaguzi wetu vile tulichaguana. Taendelea tu kunyesha, lakini sisi hatuna la kufanya, kwa sababu hatuwezi hama hapa tuende pahali pengine, kwa sababu sasa huko juu ni shamba la watu na already wamejaa, na hakuna pahali wewe unaweza enda atupatiwe pahali pa kukaa na mwenyewe. Haya hatuwezi toka, kwa sababu sasa kama vile unaona Murithi, sasa hii barabara imejaa maji, hata watu hawakuenda kanisa. Nyanya sasa ndio anachinja hiyo mbata, kwa sababu hakuna ingine ambayo ilibaki, kwa sababu sasa hizo zingine zote zilienda na maji. Ndio sasa kule at least sapa, kwa sababu sasa hata mahindi hakuna, zote ziliharibiwa na maji.
As residents grapple with aftermath, authorities are yet to issue official response, leaving families desperate for aid and long-term solution. Reporting for Catholic Focus, I'm Paul Oji.
In other news, our Taita Taveta County is gearing up to host the highly anticipated Equatorial Safari Rally, scheduled to take place from May 1st to 3rd. The thrilling motorsport event is expected to boost the local economy and showcase the county's rich natural and cultural resources. Our reporter Gabriel Mokoma has more details.
Over 20 rally drivers, including renowned veteran Ian Duncan, are set to participate in the Equatorial Rally from May 1st to May 3rd in Taita Taveta County. According to the organizers, the race will cover a whopping 994 kilometers, passing through areas such as Ndi, Mwakitau, Bura, Maribenyi, Choke, and Lolenyi. Equatorial Rally organizer Philip Keriazi expressed optimism that the event will significantly promote tourism in the county and called on residents to turn out in large numbers to support the rally.
Secondly, we want to try and build an equatorial school, rallying school, within the county, where I'm hoping that we will attract international clients who want to learn how to drive on the safari and in the rallies of Kenya. It's a very unique country, and our roads are tremendously taxing and need a lot of precision driving, and also the mentality in which you use to drive in these rallies. We have to try and push that forward. So Anto is very completely in current situation and would know exactly what to say. I'm a little bit old-fashioned, so we would also bring in experts. So yeah, that's the idea. So, and then from there we want to build and try and have an enthusiastic rally community within Taita Taveta and within Kenya itself, and try and build a place that people can come, enjoy themselves, and be able to rally.
Security officials led by the county deputy commissioner have assured both residents and organizers that adequate security measures are in place to ensure a peaceful and successful event. The rally is sponsored by Taita Estate and the luxury Hildana Lounge.
140 tour de corps de près.
Gabriel Mokoma, Taita Taveta.
And now shifting our gears to sports news, the UEFA Champions League continues to deliver thrilling action, with several teams putting up strong performances in the second leg of the quarterfinals. Aston Villa defeated PSG 3-2 and Borussia Dortmund beat Barcelona 3-1. But both teams were eliminated on aggregate. All eyes are now on to crucial matches. Arsenal faces Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu with a 3-0 lead from the first leg, while Inter Milan will host Bayern Munich with a 2-1 advantage. The results will determine which teams advance to the semi-finals in this tightly contested tournament. And that brings us to the end of this Catholic edition on Catholic Focus at Capuchin TV. Thank you for joining us. I'm Maureen Kimani, and our sign language interpreter is Charity Ngima. See you next time.